Hare Krishna. Today, we're going to be reading the 5th chapter of Stories of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Volume 1. Let's start. Here's the picture, which is exactly the same to this. Once upon chapter 5, the Mother Yashoda ties Krishna with a rope. Once upon a time, two demigods named Nala, Kuvera, and Manigriva went into Lord Shiva's garden next to the river. They drank a lot of liquor and enjoyed listening to the woman singing there. Then they went into the river, which was full of lotus flowers, and enjoyed themselves just like mad elephants splashing in the water. Unexpectedly, the great Saint Narada happened to come there. The two demigod sons of Kuvera did not even cover their naked bodies properly, nor did they pay their respectful obeisances unto him. To teach them a lesson, Narada turned them into trees in a place which would later become the garden of Nanda Maharaj and Yashodama. After many, many years of living as trees, they would finally be able to see Krishna face to face. One fine morning, 36,000 years later, Mother Yashoda was making butter. Krishna climbed on her laps to drink her breast milk. She smiled, enjoying the beauty of his face. Suddenly, she remembered the milk on the stove in the kitchen, which was about to boil over. That means like sometimes if you have milk and leave it on the stove for too long, there's a lot of bubbles and it just explodes like a volcano, a milk volcano. Quickly, she put Krishna down on the ground and ran to the kitchen to take the milk off the fire. Krishna had not finished drinking and was very angry. With red eyes and soft tears, he broke the butter pot and took the butter away to eat nicely in a quiet corner all by himself. Mother Yashoda came back from the kitchen and saw the broken pot, but did not see Krishna. After looking every way, she found her naughty little son had taken even more butter from a swing she had hung from the ceiling. That means like nowadays the ceiling is very high, but that time it used to be like flats, and they used to put stuff on top of the ceiling, like so little Krishna and his friends could not get like they really like butter, so they would put butter up there. So like if I was a little Krishna, I wouldn't be able to touch it. Let's get it. His Krishna by this time he was covered with butter he had eaten, and now was feeding the rest to the monkeys. The monkeys, if you remember, in the Ramayana, the monkeys were the one who served as his army. Okay? And he promised the monkeys that he would pay them back. So he's paying them back here. The monkeys of Vrindavan are the monkeys in Ram. His mother came with a stick and he ran away as fast as he could, like in the picture here. She chased him to all corners of the house and yard. Yashoda finally caught him and started tying his hands together with a rope. But it was too short, just by 2 inches. She got more rope from the house, but she found it was still not enough. She got more and more and more and more rope. But each time she tried to tie the last knot, she always found that was 2 inches short. Only 2 inches. And I'll tell you what those 2 inches mean right now. That means the God's mercy and perseverance. That means like, I want to do this. He's perspiring and so tired. How was this happening? Then Krishna let her tie him up with her rope without playing any more tricks. She left him tied up to the mortar and went inside to finish her housework. So this is Krishna tied up. Krishna thought to himself, first, Mother Yashoda put me down without feeding enough milk. I broke the pot of yogurt and butter, which I gave in charity to the monkeys. See, gave in charity to the monkeys. And then she tied me up to a Motor, I should have some fun and do something even naughtier than before. Little Krishna, dragging the wooden motor behind him, crawled straight through the Arjuna tree in the courtyard. But the wooden motor turned crosswise. That means it was like this, but now it became this. Still, and got stuck between the trees. Still, Krishna pulled and pulled and pulled the rope until the two trees fell down with a big sound. Crash! Out of the trees, out of the broken fallen trees came two beautiful demigods, which were Managriva and Nalagriva, shining like fire. At once, they bowed down to the baby Krishna to offer their prayers, like Hare. That's Krishna. Lord Krishna, who was still tied to the motor of the ropes of Mother Yashoda, began to smile and said, "You're very lucky. The great devotee Narad Muni has blessed you with pure love for me. So this is your last time in the material world. Now you may go back to your father's house on the heavenly planets, where you will do devotional service to me and go back to Godhead in this very lifetime." They bowed down again and again after walking around the beloved Lord, who was still bound by the ropes of the love of Mother Yashoda. Then they left to their home. By this time, all the people in Gokula Vrindavan had came running to see what had happened. The small children that were there playing explained, Krishna came straight to the two trees, and the wooden motor got stuck between them. He pulled so hard on the rope that the trees finally fell down. Two very dazzling bright men came out of the trees and began to talk to Krishna. Nanda Maharaj just smiled and untied his wonderful strap. So that's the end of this book. I hope you had a good time learning. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye.